Hi there, Oldtimer here. Using a different camera. Hopefully, this will give a better picture as well as better sound. This is my little room tour, so you get to see how things are set up. I don't have too much. Basically, I'm just collecting what I had in college or what I enjoyed and what I wish I didn't part with. I've been gaming since 1988. The first system I owned or was given for Christmas was, of course, the Nintendo Entertainment System, um, which my parents gave me a little earlier because I whined so much about it when I found out that this was going to be my big um, Christmas present. So that was my first system, though it wasn't the first one I ever played. I actually played the Atari 2600 at my nan's years before. So Space Invaders was the one game that I would play every time we visited her. But my actual first system was the NES, then followed by the Master System, Sega. Then after that, it was the Sega Genesis, Mega Drive. Then it was the Super Nintendo with Super Mario World. My friend, who had two at the time, gave me his spare one. He was my best friend, so we gamed a lot together. My favorite game in that era or period of time was Street Fighter 2. I literally bought 3 copies: the original Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, then Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition with all the extra fighters and such. Then after that, it was back to the Genesis with the Sega CD, then the Sega 32, then the Sega Saturn, then the Sony PlayStation, N64, so on and so forth, up until today's consoles. The only systems I really didn't own or had a chance to play with was the Neo Geo and the PC Engine, which I really wish I had got to play, but at that period of time they were either not around or way more expensive than I could possibly hope my parents getting me for Christmas or my birthday or whatever. But I was totally happy with the NES, then going to the Super Nintendo, Saturn, and then the Sony PlayStation up until today's games. My son, who's a huge gamer, is full Xbox, so he has an Xbox One X, loves it. That route he's taken, though he does enjoy playing some classic games and such. I did recently pick up the Prince of Persia for the GameCube, so I can't wait to play that again. Also have to finish the Metroid Prime playthrough, as well as also have the Warriors and the Thing, which you have seen on a few of the preview vids that I've uploaded. But this is just a brief room tour. As you can see behind me, you have the classic Star Wars picture. Then you have a few of my favorite comics. So let's take a look. So forgive my movement here, because I'm getting used to this. But here we go. You can see that there's the Star Wars. There's some Terminator by Now comics, which I used to collect ferociously with my friend. They were pretty rare when we collected them, which was around 91 and 92. So these were precursors to any of the Dark Horse comics. These were released around 88. So very much enjoyed collecting those and re-enjoying finding these again. Let's take a look a little bit further down here. You'll see my little desk, which has one of my favorite books, Plan with Power, Tech, Retro Tech, my old computer that can barely do anything. What else? So obviously, the most important thing is TV. It's a nice size for me for this room. I don't need anything, extra special. But it does everything I do. It's HDR, it's 4K, it's smart, so it does everything that I need it to do. Let's take a look to the side of it, and you can see that we have the classics right here. So we have the Nintendo Entertainment System and the Super NES Classics for the wireless controller, extension cords for the controller, so I don't have to sit 4 feet away from the console. Further down we have the Dreamcast and the Wii with the GameCube controller. Further down we have the PlayStation Classic with the actual PlayStation. And then down further we go, we have the PlayStation 2 with the Sega Saturn. So those are my systems as of now. If we go up, we see that I'm also a big collector of The Thing by Dark Horse. The Thing and the Who Goes There novel is one of my favorites. Also have the PS2 Thing game, which again, I did a preview video of one which I hope to play. Some assorted boxes and stuff. But that pretty much is the room that I game in. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of an insight of me and how I like to play and whatnot. What else? So this video is going to be uploaded. Hopefully that gives you a little bit more in touch with my style of gaming, and hopefully this picture, once uploaded, because it's the first time I've been using it this way, will give you more clarity in what I'm doing. Attached to this video will be a preview of Prince of Persia.
Most people think time is like a river that flows swift and sure in one direction. But I have seen the face of time, and I can tell you, they are wrong. Time is an ocean in a storm. You may wonder who I am and why I say this. Sit down, and I will tell you a tale like none that you have ever heard. Know first, I am the son of Shahraman, a mighty king of Persia. On our way to Azad with a small company of men, we passed through India.
No, my son.
Your Majesty, I trust you remember your promise. The Maharaja's treasure hoards lie within. See how he shines. Like a warrior son.
Do you think I felt regret as well? Or at least humility at the speed with which a world can be transformed from a good world into a hell? If you think so, you are mistaken. For in that moment I thought of one thing only. The honor and glory I would bring my father by fighting like a warrior in my first battle. Many men that day sought to win honor and glory on the battlefield, that their king might say to them, as Khosrow said to Rustam, "You are the noblest of my warriors." From the moment my sword tasted blood, I knew this would not be my way. I would win my father's praise not by killing, but by being the first to find the Maharaja's treasure vault and the wonders within. No, that's not... Shall I continue my story from here, the next time we're interrupted? Done. I'll start the story from here next time. And there it lay, just out of reach, the dagger of time. There was a treasure I could carry with pride as a trophy of our victory. If I could only get there. The hourglass drew me, fascinated me. To move it would take a dozen of my father's soldiers. I wanted a prize I could fit into one hand. Wait. That's not... No. No, that didn't happen. Came for. It was time to get out. Now. Miracle I had experienced by accident in the Maharaja's treasure room, I now discovered that I could trigger at will. By pressing a switch on the dagger's handle, I could turn back time. Father, I have brought us honor and glory.
Your Majesty, you promised me my choice of the Maharaja's treasures. That dagger.
Surely you won't deny the lad a souvenir of his first battle. You may have your choice of all the Maharaja's other treasures. Except that hourglass. That will make a fine gift for the Sultan of Azad when we pass through the city. And some exotic animals for his menagerie. And a dozen slave girls. Yes, that should be enough. I want no animals or maidens harmed until I have chosen. Let it be known, King Sharaman is merciful in victory.
Trust not a man who has betrayed his master, nor take him into your own service, lest he betray you too. I learned the truth of this, to my sorrow, the day that we arrived in Azad as the Sultan's honored guests.
My friend,
Your visit brings joy and honor to my poor and humble dwelling. If only you'd given me time to prepare a proper welcome.
the glories of Azad are famed throughout the world. And yet, the best is yet to come. I give you the Sands of Time. May the friendship between our kingdoms endure as long as time itself.
The sand, why does it glow?
I can tell you. Inside the hourglass is a marvel that no living man has seen. Alas, only the dagger can unlock the sands of time, and it belongs to a greater one than I. A young prince, dearer to his father than all the wealth of India. Perhaps he will oblige.
No. No! Stop!
Is it meant to do this? Alicia Sigataha!
They rose to fight again. I soon realized that only pertaining to my own dagger, the sands that possessed them, could I liberate them from their monstrous living death. I'll start the story from here next time.